Am I the asshole for letting people steal from the store during COVID? When I was 18, I got a job at a big-name supermarket. I took it so seriously, making sure I did everything right, didn't let anyone get away with stealing, and never showed up late. I was the perfect employee, but then COVID hit, and the only place that stayed open was the supermarket. We were in lockdown for nearly 2 years straight, so people were losing their jobs. Money was getting tight, and the prices of groceries skyrocketed. It was really bad. People would line up for hours before we opened, hoping to get something from our limited stock. When I finally opened the store, I noticed my elderly neighbor looking a little lost, so I called her over. She tells me that her son can't visit anymore due to him being immune suppressed, and she relied on him to bring her groceries. It's been nearly a month since she got any groceries, and only out of desperation was she here. She has PTSD and can't be around lots of noise, but despite that, she was here. By midday, our shelves were completely bare, and people just snatch up whatever they can, leaving the disabled or elderly with nothing. I felt like crying. This poor lady has no food, no toiletries, and is panic-stricken from the noise of people arguing with each other and running around. I told her I'd see what I could do for her and let her go home. When I went on break, I walked into the back storage. I saw a shopping cart full of return-to-shelf stock, just stuff people returned for a refund, but still in good enough condition to resell. I saw a can of ravioli, wet wipes, and a carton of long-life milk. Without thinking, I snuck them under my jacket out to my car. I drove to my neighbor's house after work and gave them to her. I didn't mention I stole them. I just hoped it'd help. She thanked me and offered to pay me back, which I obviously declined. It became a thing for the entirety of lockdown. Anything that didn't have a place on the shelf, I'd steal. I got pretty ballsy, eventually taking entire jugs of fresh milk or steaks. I never got caught. Once lockdown lifted, the chaos slowed down, and the shelves became more stocked, but lots of people still had no jobs. I let so many people steal from there. Mothers taking baby formula, elderly taking supplements. Some people wouldn't be able to afford everything they scanned, and I would just slip what they couldn't afford into their bags for free. It's not fair that the supermarket upped the price on everything quicker than they could put it in their catalogs. I became known by some people as their failsafe, mostly mothers, a few unfortunate students, and the elderly. Some of them even left letters addressed to me, thanking me for having a heart. I quit when I realized the wrong group of people found out I do this. A big group of teens/young adults would see me working, then call their friends to come. They'd peruse the aisles and stuff whatever they wanted into their bags. They'd come up to my register and hand me a single item to scan. They were smiling and cracking jokes, but I wasn't laughing. They didn't even try to hide all the things they were stealing, but I knew if I stopped them, they'd rat me out to my boss, so I had to stick it out until I could get a better job. A few months went by, and one of the mothers I regularly see tells me she's finally landed a job, a manager at a disability support agency. She slid a note to me with her phone number and said, "You have no idea how much you've helped me. I won't get into details here, but if you ever need a job, call this number." She paid for her groceries in full, and I finally had a way out. I called that number, and thanks to her help and guidance, I am now a successful business owner at the age of 23. My elderly neighbor is now under my business's care. Her groceries are delivered at no extra cost by my employees, and her medication is delivered by me personally to this day.